Hey future scientists, welcome back to another enlightening session of 3D questions from STEAMspirations. I'm Mr. Lara, here to navigate you through the fascinating principles of density and buoyancy. Today, we're examining how different materials of the same size behave when submerged in water. For those of you who need a quick recap or joining us for the very first time, just go ahead and click the link at the top right corner of your screen. Ready to explore today's hands-on experiment? We've prepared an experiment with 4 cubes identical in size, but each made from a different material. We'll place these cubes in a beaker of water to see how each one interacts with the environment. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap. Remember, density is a measure of how much mass is contained in a given volume. This property determines whether objects sink, float, or remain suspended in water. Here's your task. Observe the behavior of each cube when submerged in water. Think about what their behavior tells us regarding their composition. Here's your question for part A. Observing that 1 cube floats, 1 remains midway in the water, and 2 sink. What conclusions can we draw about these cubes? A. 2 of the 4 cubes dissolve in water. B. Each cube has a different weight. C. Each cube is made from a different solid material. D. The density of some cubes is greater than others. So here's some guiding questions to help us select the correct answer choice. A. What visible signs of dissolution can you observe in the cubes that might suggest they're soluble? B. How might differences in weight, despite identical sizes, affect the cube's buoyancy? C. Considering different materials, how might these contribute to the variations in their sinking or floating? D. If density varies among the cubes, how does this specifically affect their position in the water? Choose your answer and proceed to part B. Here's your question for part B. Based on your answer from part A, why is understanding the relationship between material properties and water interaction important? A. It indicates how materials dissolve at different rates. B. It helps in predicting whether an object will float, stay suspended, or sink. C. It shows changes in material color when submerged. D. It determines how materials affect water's thermal properties. So here's a guiding tip for part B. As you select your answer, think about how each property, whether it's solubility, density, or color change, provides insight into the scientific behavior of materials in different environments. So go ahead and engage with the experiment. Reflect on how the density and material types of each cube dictate their position in the water. This hands-on experiment is a practical application to deepen your understanding of material properties and their interactions with water. Here's the final tip. As you observe each cube, try to hypothesize about the material properties based on their behavior in the water, and discuss how this knowledge could be applied in real-world scenarios. This activity is aimed at enhancing your analytical skills through the application of theoretical concepts in practical experiments, boosting your scientific reasoning and problem-solving capabilities. Be sure to jot down your observations, decisions, and conclusions in your Level Up workbook. This exercise will not only expand your knowledge in science, but also prepare you for more complex scientific questions. Keep watching our channel for more educational and insightful content. Let's continue to foster a passion for science and learning.